Yes, good morning. Actually, we're going to recapitulate the skin and the what functions does the skin have. It has 5 functions. It prevents you from heat, cold, photoexposure as sun and other damage by radiation, and mechanical treatment and chemical treatment, damage, not treatment, damage, mechanical damage and chemical damage. Yes, preventive, not treatment, besides. So it's 5, it's heat, cold, photoexposure and mechanical damage and chemical damage. And I changed the angle of the camera, and I might show you once more time that what you do with your the peripheral of the musculus mentalis and the platysma. If you take the side of your finger like this and hit yourself like you would have a knockout on your shin, then form your, with a firm grip, your fingers and your entire palm back and stroke downwards and upwards. You do it from the other side, hit, follow the cheek line, stroke back and upwards with the entire palm. Use the palm, you use the finger to hit your chin, there, 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 and stroke. I don't have any Vaseline right now, so it's not that slippery. Okay, hit, stroke back, press up, and let it go down. And then we had other movement. Use your finger with the palms, firm grip, upwards, followed by the other hand. Upwards, upwards, upwards. And in the face we follow the muscles that you have. Upwards, outwards, upwards, upwards, upwards. Try to lift the skin as much as you can. Okay. I'm going to do my makeup, and I use this, I tested this, it's called a camouflage system. It's made by, anyhow, distributed by Kröland in Switzerland. At first I'm going to brush my hair, and every hair has its own little glandula that provides it with especially made for you and as human fat oil that smooths the hair and gives you it's ultimately selected from the body to give you the hair the alternative treatment. You don't necessarily have to wash your hair every day. You just might have to rinse it without shampooing, if you don't have lots of hairspray and things like that in it. Otherwise you can brush away the hairspray as well. Do you remember back in the old days when watching a film? Do you remember those scenes when a lady sat in the front in her, preferably it was the bedroom, brushing her hair in front of the mirror? It says you should take 100 brushes, 100 sweeps with your brush every day. That was they said. Oh, my cat is doing some noise. According to that, back to the old films. You see the woman, she has long hair sitting there, she's a real beauty, and her husband comes in and he stands in the door, and the female is just not pay attention to him, so he might say, "Sally, can I talk to you for a minute?" And she say, "Yes, sure," and puts down the brush. Brush your hair, that was just captured from a scene. You never see that in movies nowadays. to spread the natural oil from your hair follicles over the entire hair. I have done my toothbrushing, and I have done as much of cold water splash in my face as I possibly can. Have cold water here. Ice cold I cannot have, but cold water. And why do I use cold water? I use cold water to get the skin the cells to close according to cold, so they're not open. I close the cells in the skin, if I possibly can, by using cold water. Okay? I have some excellent hair loss back right here, as I was teaching in self-defense, and it was some bloody fool that you take a grip here. It's a very good, if you get attacked, take a grip in the top of the brain like this and hold it tight there. You can maneuver the person who attacks you with holding it right there. Accidentally, when teaching this, a fool did not lose his grip on my hair, so I lost about a palm. He took my hair with the roots. He dragged my hair off with the roots in the back here, yes. So I'm quite suffering from some baldness there. According to that, it's natural to, if you have the in your genes, your DNAs, a tendency for baldness, as all have, you will, as later the older you get, you will get some kind of losing your hair on the top, even as female, as the men get bald. And I have a lot of, we are always bald in my family, the males, on both sides. So I brush my damaged hair, as I bleach it down to get my grey color back, as I went grey when I was 32 years old and gave birth to my son, and I didn't want to be a grey-haired mother in his armpit, so I continued to colorize my hair for 20 years. And when doing this, I was just coloring the roots. I covered them and colored the roots, and also sort of had some dark auburn, dark blonde sand, or whatever it is. I chose different monochrome schema to castani, mahogany, sand, a variety, and I also avoided to take it on the already colored hair, and I lit it up, and I was using a brush to achieve to get yes. And then I just stroke some of these, so I get a natural color of my hair, so it would not look entire colorized, because that is not natural. A normal person have nuances in the hair. And according to that, personal hygiene is a care. When you get a baby, you have a baby brush to brush the hair of the baby. And I don't understand why. Let the baby keep its hairbrush as it grows. Buy a suitable hairbrush for every member in the family. As you have your own toothbrush, you should have your own hairbrush. In fact, most of the people I know, well educated, if I go to visit them, they have only one hairbrush in the family that looks very, very awful. I see it in the bathroom, and sometimes I do even check, is there only one hairbrush here? Yes, it is. and I found that very, very strange. The best brush is if you can find a brush made by pig hair. That is the best brush to use for your hair. This brush is formed, but it holds natural pig hair. Otherwise, check the brushes according to kids, so you don't make damage. You have, if your kids have a brush like this, check the brush regularly so you make sure that the little plastic, the tips, still remains, so they don't use metal directly to the skin or the head. That is my daughter's brush, and this is my brush. I have two or something, otherwise it belongs to my son, as we are three in this community, family. Right, and then I might put that little strip up again there.